It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Hear that? It's SpringFest savings calling your name, only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii.
It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right, we've done the impossible, all of the work. Just saying, everybody's saying everybody's lazy these days. So we did all the work. We listened to the band, we've compiled the lists, we're going to mash them together. We've done everything. Literally all you got to do is push play and listen. And today, I'm just going to read a song title because it rings true. It makes me think of my beloved New Jersey Devils. Somewhere in the swamps of Jersey is where Lifetime is from. And we're talking about Lifetime today. And this is, a band I'd never heard of. And I'm going in order that I had it on the sheet first. So I don't know how this popped up. But John, your name came up first. So we're going to talk to you about Lifetime first. Yeah. Is this one of those bands like that you put on a long list, or was this something that came up like after the first time you talked with Chris?
I think this is from the long list. This is a band that I've wanted to do for a long time. They were, again, we've kind of been hitting these kind of influential like bands lately, but Lifetime is one of those bands that when they came out, they kind of changed everything, and they took hardcore in like a different direction. Like they well, what if we do hardcore but people can dance to it? And like there's a thread that you can connect from Lifetime. We talked about this a little bit with like Sam I Am and stuff too, but like a thread to Saves the Day and My Chemical Romance, who's from New Jersey, and like they're part of that that thread that's connected all the way up to like bands like Turnstile, like we talked about before too. And they are one of those bands that everyone looks back on and goes, oh yeah, they were one of the bands. Like once I heard them, I knew like that's what I wanted to do. Like they came out and everyone kind of went, oh, like that's kind of a left turn. Like we didn't know, because like hardcore had been very much like a boys club and very macho, and like here comes this band and like they can make people dance, and like they had this image, and like they got on Jade Tree, which kind of had this aesthetic style, like using the House Martins album cover, like the kind of like snappy dressers. They kind of had this look and this image that was part of it that people were like, oh, that's something we hadn't seen in hardcore before. And like that took off. Like once they got big, like everyone wanted to do that.
So we're going to be joined here in just a moment by a man who just last week when we were doing the Vandals episode said, get ready, because ever since then, he's been sending photo after photo of him in his Lifetime hoodie because he's geeked up. Self-professed favorite band. This could be Heartache or this could be Triumph. Chris, talk to me about Lifetime and how did they get so far up your list?
Okay, so first of all, I wanted to start by doing the speech from the beginning of Turnpike Gates, but you gassed me up so much, babe, that I'm already on the highway. Uh, like sometimes when I was growing up, uh, people would be like, "What kind of music are you into?" And I would just say Lifetime. uh, this to me is the blueprint. It's the blueprint for so many different things. Mostly for the East Coast sound. Uh, it like I think like we touched on already a lot of the different genres that have lineage back to Lifetime, right? And like can owe a little bit of their blood to them. I think like the whole Long Island scene has a huge debt to pay to Lifetime as well from when I was growing up. I remember when I was a kid, and one of my gateways into music was my cousin, my older cousin, and I got a mixtape from him, and like there was I don't know what song it was, Lifetime was on it, and I remember saying to him, "Would you call Lifetime hardcore?" And he looks at me, he's like, "I'd never want to fucking hear anyone say they're not." And like we've done the whole like we've done the entire life. I'm sorry, Lifetime. I almost said we've done the entire family tree of this band, and we've worked our way basically back to it. Although we should probably do Paint It Black. And I know like every show I've been on, I've been like, "Wow, we're gonna do Lifetime one day." So I'm just excited. It's gonna be one of those shows where like I don't have much to say besides because like we've done this before where I'm like, it's a short discography and everything's solid. So like I don't care what ends up on this list. And I say a lot of times like there's right songs and wrong songs. I think there's like maybe one or two songs we can't do without here, and everything else is like truly whatever we think will be great.
So, we'll see how that turns up in gameplay. I think we technically volunteered you for this one, David. After Sam I Am, I think we said, "Hey, we're already got this Lifetime happening. What about them?" So talk to me about what made you go, "Yeah, I'll do this band."
Oh well, because they're fucking awesome.
Well, there you go.
But it was a pretty lateral move, I think, given our previous episodes. I got into them. I got into them well after their time, which is just kind of the way it goes sometimes. But probably like 2007 or 2008, and to me they sounded like, okay, if one of my favorite bands is Dag Nasty, I mean it is, then I can draw a straight line from that sound straight to Lifetime. And there's obviously some other influences from those guys, but they have so much in common sonically to me that when I discovered them, I was like, okay, I don't know where these guys have been, why I haven't discovered them until now, but I'm so happy I did. And yeah, so I think it's going to be a great episode. This will be kind of like Pinhead Gunpowder. I mean, the songs, they're just not very long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they pack so much into, 2 minutes that, it's not like you're left wanting more. You're like, oh shit, I just got a great verse, an amazing chorus, and maybe another amazing chorus after that. Who knows? And it was worth every second. So yeah.
Packs a hell of a punch, John. Chris already mentioned it. There's not much here in the Discog. I mean, I think it worked out to 56 songs, something like that. I mean, we only get 20, but as Chris said, is this a band where we can't really go wrong?
Yeah, I mean it's tough because they are one of those bands where they have their first album when they weren't quite developed yet. Like the sound wasn't quite there. And even though there's some good songs on that, I don't think they really hit their stride until Hello Bastards, the second one. And then of course on the other side you have the quote unquote reunion album where they get back together, 10 years later for the reunion, once everyone, had deified them and it was like, oh, but they you gotta come back. So they came back and did the reunion record. And so it's like you've got kind of both ends. You've got the early one that's maybe a little behind its time. You've got the later one, which is like, could they recapture the glory of the middle two? And then you've got these pillars in the middle, like Hello Bastards and Jersey's Best Dancers, which are, some of the best hardcore records of the 90s. So it's tough. It's interesting to see how that balances out, and whether it's a little more spread out, or whether we really hone in on that middle part where they were really in their prime.
So when you're putting your list together for this, like, what are you looking at?
Yeah, Hello Bastards has been probably one of my most played records of 2024, the last year. So I'm intimately familiar with it, and like Jersey's Best Dancers as well. Like, I know a lot of songs on that record very, very well. So it was just a matter of like going through those and being like, okay, what on here, like what from the first one and the last one, some of the singles as well, which are very good. Like, what can I grab from here that's gonna hold up, that's gonna be worth, like that was really what this was about. It's like, if I'm gonna pick something that I'm not 100% familiar with, like the first one, the last one, is it going to be able to hold up against those middle ones? And can I justify, dropping a song off of Hello Bastards to get to it? And there were some, like, there's some great stuff on there, but I'm interested to see how that plays out.
So, Chris, I mean, you've already kind of alluded to, you feel like there's probably maybe two that kind of have to be here, and it's wide open. Did that make it, and this being your favorite band, did that make it easier or harder to put a 20 together for this?
I think it came together quick. I mean, in traditional me fashion, I was deleting while we were like talking and getting started, but it wasn't hard. I feel like I'm pretty well represented through the three full lengths, and then the collection, which includes the first record. Super cool thing about it that I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk about because I don't know how many songs are going to come up. Like the record, their first record, which is out of print, is represented twice on their singles collection. Once in the original remix, and then also in a remix where they tried to make it sound more like their current sound. So like they remixed it and made the lead guitar louder to make it sound like Lifetime. And it's fascinating how different it sounds. I don't think too much of that's going to make it, so I thought it'd be worth bringing it up now. I think like approaching the list for me, it was quite literally just like throw the three full lengths on a playlist and start organizing them by like how I felt in the moment. I like it was, and it wasn't that difficult. Like I shaved them down halfway. I got them even, and then I ended up like with like 6, 6, and 4 or something like that.
So, David, were you really meticulous this go? Was this a difficult one, or what did it? I mean, it sounds like everybody else's kind of came together pretty quickly.
I kind of approached it sort of like John. The two middle records are just flawless. Not that the other stuff isn't. It's just that those are the ones that I really absorbed early on. But I never liked to, just like when we did like the Leatherface episode, I could pick one album and be like, hey, this is most of the list, but I really think that I like to span as many albums as I can if they're worth the time, and all three of the albums are worth the time. And then the early stuff, I picked some stuff off of that. We'll get into it, but that one was maybe a little more difficult because I wasn't as familiar with it. But so yeah, it wasn't brutal, but there were some last minute knockoffs of some songs that I thought I think we need better representation all around. So we got to bump off what would be a personal classic in favor of something that, if we're trying to get the uninitiated into this band, it'd be fair to give them some options.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's good to hear that I kind of live where you guys are on this one. That obviously comes down to when it comes to actual song choices, that'll be the big question. I ended up pretty evened out, like not really on purpose. I liked everything pretty equally. So I was like, I want a little of everything here. It did have that feeling of, not necessarily throw a dart, but yeah, kind of throw a dart and you're going to find a good Lifetime song. There were a couple that felt like absolute home runs, and we'll see if I'm right about that. Probably not, but you never know.
Are you new to them?
I'm completely. Yeah, I'd never, other than, when John put them on the list initially, and then when Chris kept saying we should do Lifetime eventually.
Right.
So that's
It's hilarious how intimate with like their family tree you are now.
Yeah, right. But
done 3 shows on bands that like are from their lineage.
But
did Kid Dynamite, yeah.
I've never
Kid Dynamite and No More Black.
Yeah.
And we did one more, didn't we? Maybe not. Am I dumb?
I don't know them all. So to answer your question, no, but I don't know them all. So I mean, who knows?
Fair enough.
I will say, like, I was drawn, like, both Hello Bastards, specifically Hello Bastards, but Hello Bastards and Jersey's Best Dancers are things that I think are probably going to find their way into my regular rotation.
Hell yeah.
I really enjoyed those, and those are definitely ones I'm going to be looking out for at the record store, so I can, throw a little coin their way. This has all the makings of, it's going to be a love fest on the band. I have no doubt of that. But this has all the makings, John, of a episode. Like all of us are kind of groaning the entire time. Or we could just hit them all out of the park. What do you think, based on everything said so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to come on and be like, oh yeah, 8, 7, 8, 9, easy. But been burned on that a few times, because I'm going to stick right in the middle and say 5.
I think that's the smart play. What do you think, Chris?
This is a tough one. I'm going to stick with my initial feeling, and I'm going to take the under, and I'm going to go with 4.
All right.
Okay.
All right. And David?
Oh boy. I've had a very rare day, to say the least. So I'm gonna go the opposite way of how everything else has gone today. I'm gonna be an optimist and say 6.
There you go. So there we go. We have that 4, 5, 6 covered. Fine, I'll do it. I'll be that guy. I'm gonna go with 8.
Woo!
Listen to him. Listen to him.
Well, the last time I thought that was when we did the Vandals, and I went with 6, and we ended up with 8. So,
Yeah, I went against my own. Well, I guess the episode will be out by the time this comes out. I
Yes.
went against my own intuition when I did that.
so, who knows? Really, there's only one way to find out. We take a quick pause, and when we come back, we're gonna play the game.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Walmart. New beauty is in bloom at Walmart, and it's all about springtime radiance. From Drybar, Tula Skincare, and hundreds more available online, Walmart has the premium brands you want and this season's on-trend products for flawless, glossy hair and hydrated skin. Big name beauty brands? Check. The things you love? Check. Find trending spring beauty and all you need to look and feel gorgeous at Walmart, on app and online.
And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The 4 of us have come through the Lifetime discography and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you, in case you are like me and have never heard of Lifetime. We're going to do our best to make sure that you have indeed heard of Lifetime after this. Yeah, look, man, I've already mentioned this song. There was never a chance of this not being on my list. It's okay if it's not on anybody's, but everybody knows how I do. And they told me exactly what to expect, or at least the energy to expect, somewhere in the swamps of Jersey.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, I'm curious, John, was that a hedging your bets, or did you have it just because you really thought it should be in?
No, yeah, I had it because it should be in. I had that. It was on a 7-inch single, and I have that record. It's really good.
Excellent. No, I mean, like,
That's the incredible recording achievement, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yep. Yep.
It's so good.
all right. Anything about New Jersey?
Yeah, we started with a singles collection. That's not on an album.
Oh,
There you go.
see, yeah, you guys had mentioned.
That's an essential tune, though. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
All right, we've done it. We got one. Where you want to go first, John?
Danurism.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm not feeling good about my 4.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Boom. Let me get that going.
That's to me that if you want to talk about what I said before, that Lifetime is the blueprint for it all. That's the blueprint for Lifetime. That tune.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's what I have in my notes right here.
Yeah, really.
Dude, that the fucking bass tone at the very beginning of that.
Mm-hmm.
John, you
and
know this as a bass player. That's what you bring to the producer and say, I want to sound like this. So let's go ahead and
Of course.
dial this in.
But yeah, I mean, I've been on Dan Yemen, who the song is named after, their guitar player. Just the more you listen to his bands, the more impressed you are. The guy is just an incredible, writer and arranger and composer. He's a very, very talented musician.
And shout out to the reference to this title in the band he's in with Adam and His Package, Armalite. The tune is called Dan's Hands Melt.
Yeah.
All right. 2 for 2. Chris, where do you want to go?
I mean, should we just keep doing ones we probably all have, and I'll just be more and more wrong? I'll just be I'll do it. Fucking Turnpike Gates.
Boom. Yes.
Of course. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, it has to be.
Oh man.
I'll say this. When I asked Threads what's essential, this was the only answer I got.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did. And
Wow.
nobody else said anything. So,
At the time, people were upset because it sounded too much like Green Day.
oh, really?
That never
was
got
a
to me, but I was a young lad.
Yeah, that was the big controversy back in they got too poppy.
Well,
If only they knew where we were going.
yeah.
I know, right?
All right. And just like that, we're at 3. David.
Almost at my 4, baby.
I know.
Well, I don't know if I want to go with the trend of complete grand slams or if I want to go with the trend of number 1 tracks, which they seem to be very good at. So I'm going to go with Northbound Breakdown.
I got it.
Yep.
No.
Oh.
So that's a really good that's really good continuity from what I said before about where we're going. Try it again.
No, man, whatever. See, and this is why I don't like to do stuff like that. Whatever.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Leave the whole fucking thing in. Who gives a shit?
Well, I'll have to. For those interested, there will be an edit here. My battery died, and I hate doing that with conversation because that's why my show works. Is it's just conversation. Does anybody else have anything they wanted to say about Northbound Breakdown before we move on?
It's a great song. They moved in what I think a poppier direction, but it's not like they were too far removed from that sonically. It's just they just kind of pushed it that way, and they're good at it. So
Is that kind
you
of
want
what
to
I mean,
say?
I was in college when it came out, and it was the only record that came out while I was actively a fan. And I remember not noticing the difference much because I think that this sound was so prevalent at the time that it was like I was neck deep in a pool of it, and it was like, oh look, more water. You know what I mean? So I didn't notice that it was so different. And going back now, there's a sonic divergence that is like so obvious. You know?
Yeah, there is. I mean, you can kind of see from each album there is an evolution. You know, the two middle albums, they're pretty constant, but even then, you know, from Hello Bastards to Jersey's Best Dancers, it's not that like they get better, because I mean Hello Bastards is amazing. They get tighter, you know, and the production was better, but then they just keep progressing. So
There you go.
It's not like that Pete Wentz production on the third record, right? I mean, come on.
All right, so I don't know. I'm gonna take a little stroll here. You know what? I'm gonna take a little stroll into neutral territory. How about neutral territory?
the gym, baby.
Yeah, it's a jam.
Oh yeah, I got
of
it.
course. Yeah.
Oh,
This is also a windmill slam.
really? Okay.
Boom.
Yeah. I don't think
It's a West Side. It's a West Side Story reference, right? The gym is neutral territory.
Is that what it's
Yeah.
from?
I think so. Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, I live in the Heights, so I should know that shit.
I mean, what can I say? I just liked it. You
Oh,
know,
it's a classic.
I got news for you. It's because it's great.
yeah.
Yeah, the chorus is amazing on that song. Amazing.
All right.
I actually I was thinking about when I was listening to it, I always think about. I remember I used to be really, 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 really into reading CD booklets on planes because we were talking about planes before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have family out of the country and I'd fly a lot when I was a kid. I remember reading the liner notes to the NoFX B-Sides album where Mike just talks about Rancid and he's talking about how Rancid was everything I loved. It was perfect music and perfect vocals, which I remember being like, whoa, that's crazy. But that's what this song is to me. This song is what I would point to say why Lifetime was a perfect band. Ari flexes a little bit. It's the most flexing he does on Hello Bastards. And I think for sound wise, it's a great combination between the punk roots of their influences to the hardcore they were playing.
Boom. Just like that. We're at 4. John.
All right. I'll go to the reunion record and see if we can come up with something there. How about Records at Night?
Yes, sir.
I don't have that one.
I don't.
All right. We'll take that 2, though. Even though the way it's going, a 2 may not have much chance.
Yeah.
All right. Chris?
I could try one on that record too. This one I think is a great example of what if they just wrote pop punk songs, and I can't think about it now.
Oh man. No.
God, that's a fucking catchy song. I don't have it, but it's so
Okay.
catchy.
Isn't it so catchy?
No.
I don't have it either.
Wow,
man. I
just
can't
me,
say
huh?
that. Yeah.
Okay, shocker. But yeah, glad you guys like the tune.
All right. David.
Okay, let's see here. Let's go with one of the most ridiculous titles I've ever read. Ostrich Sized.
I thought I did have that, but I don't. I love that song. I can't believe I don't have that.
Oh, I do. Absolutely.
I apparently don't. I thought I did too. But I'm not.
It has an
Genuine mistake.
amazing ending to that song. It's
Yeah.
And the
yeah,
record,
it's
right?
so
Isn't
fucking
it
catchy.
Every
It's the last
time.
song, isn't it? Yes, last song. Yeah.
Yeah, last one.
I don't have it, but I'm wrong. How's that?
Well,
All
honorable mention means something to me. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're slowing down on threes and unanimous, those twos are still holding on to life. So, all right, back to me, huh? How about it's not funny anymore?
Hell yes.
No, only because it's the cover, and I couldn't do it. I needed a
enough.
reason not to put it.
All right.
I knew if somebody shut that down, it would be you, John.
And
I
am
actually
I
did the same
world's
thing in the
biggest
Vandals
Husker Du
episode.
fan? Yes, I am, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, they do a great job covering that. As a huge Husker Du fan, great job. But I totally see where you're coming from.
But like it
Shout
fits on
out
the record so
Minneapolis.
well. It's like so seamless. Yeah, but
Shout out Minneapolis, but I will always pick the Lifetime version because I'm a little bastard.
It's good. It sounds like one of their fucking songs.
It does. It absolutely does. So much to the fact that I assume Justin thought it was.
Well, I was going to
Question?
say, like, if you don't know Husker Du, then you probably think
There
it
you
is a Lifetime song.
There you
Just
go.
saying. All right.
speaking of bands, we got to do Husker Du.
Yeah, I think it's right now. It's just you and Dr. Tim, which
Yeah, I might have to sit
Yeah.
my ass down and learn from that one.
Oh yeah, I'll have to bug you for the link to sign up for that. I tried to find
okay.
the link to the thing the other day, and I failed. Failed miserably at the
Oh,
internet.
No. Oh no, we'll have to rectify that. We'll get all over that after the episode. All right. So it's not funny anymore. Was me, John?
All right, I'm just gonna keep going back to Hello Bastards. This is probably my favorite Lifetime song right now. Rodeo Clown.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, it's what's on right
yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Hey,
now.
it's another one.
That's
That's
that
straight-
fucking sad boy shit, baby.
Dude, straight dag nasty with the guitars. I mean,
Dude, that riff though, that riff is undeniable. Like for a tune
Amazing.
about degradation,
Easy for you to say.
degradation as a break. The riff just makes you want to like break whatever's in front of you.
dude, it rules. It rules so hard.
All right. That was the one I was looking at. So. All right. Rodeo Clown is in. And just like that, we soared past Chris's 4 and into John's
Oh
5. Yeah. Chris, you're up. There's still so much
Let's
out
do my
here.
hoodie. Let's do the boys no good.
Boys no good. Nope. Not me.
No. Catchy as hell.
No, couldn't do it.
Oh, really? Can't do both sides of that 7-inch, huh?
I know. Yeah.
Man,
I literally had to put it because I've been wearing that hoodie nonstop since I got it. So
I feel bad. Chris is the only one who's found himself into the bin, and it's his favorite band.
well, what are you gonna do, babe?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also put it there for just to shout out myself too. So
There you go.
it's a great tune though.
All right, David.
I'm gonna go for probably one of my favorite sing along. I've never seen Lifetime live, but I imagine the crowd just goes crazy. Bringing It Backwards.
Mm.
The
Great
second
tune. I
half.
don't have it.
No.
Oh man, no.
That's a fucking banger though.
Into the bin.
Boom. Yeah.
And the good news
The-
is you probably could still see Lifetime. They still play her now and then.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they do off and on. I mean, like honestly, like even though Yemen says things like hardcore bands shouldn't reunite, and I think he's just saying Kid Dynamite won't when he says that.
Mhm.
They do play off and on. Like they played like a church in Philly like 3 years ago.
All right. Well, let me try a Jersey's Best Dancers tune. How about Hey Katrine?
And that's a great
No.
song. I don't have it. I love that song.
No.
Oh, I'm in.
I actually was singing that while I was listening to the records. Like it was stuck in my head, and I still didn't put it on my list.
I'm in the bin. Oh man, are we already there? It's okay. All right, John.
All right. Let's stick with Jersey's Best Dancers. See if we can find something here. How about theme song for a New Brunswick Basement Show.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. I don't mind being the odd man out there. I hate that, but I don't mind being, because that was
That one's got to be there.
that was such a very late cut. So
Cool.
Yeah. Amazing riff. I mean, God, it's been stuck in my head since I started doing research for this episode.
all right. So wait, where am I? Brunswick was John. Chris.
Yeah.
Neat. Yeah. You want to stick with Jersey's Best? Let's do one I think we probably will make it. Let's do Young, Loud, and Scotty.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah.
No.
Whoa! Badass. This guy doesn't care about anything.
This dude's a hard ass.
Just as expected, though.
Oh, I wish.
We're
I
kind
wish.
of covering a lot, man. That's pretty cool.
The drum fill before the chorus, I mean, that's golden. The little fill with the little pause, man.
Absolutely.
Those
And
guys know what
I
they're
think,
doing.
There's another tune that might make the list, so I won't mention it on that record, that has like the same perfect transition from like kind of like a catchier verse into like the gallopy drums that like make like Lifetime sound to me. But I feel like Young, Loud, and Scotty does it better.
Mm-hmm.
And just like that, we also soared past NTP, and we've almost killed off these twos. So, David.
Blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. I'm gonna go for where was it? I swear it's on my list here. I'm just avoiding seeing it. Just a Quiet Evening.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
No.
So here's the
How much shit from background is on your list?
Me, I have 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I first got into Lifetime, it was Hello Bastards, Jersey's Best Dancers, and I wanted nothing to do with the reunion album. I got into all like after all of that had come out, so it was just like, I discovered Hello Bastards, moved to the next album, and then moved to the reunion album and heard it and was like, no, it's whatever, it's fine, I don't like it, I don't need it. Upon doing research for this show, I was like, there's no way. I'll have to pick something from it, I'm sure, but I don't think so. And I went back and listened to it, and that album fucking kicks ass. And
Fucks, dude. It fucks.
Dude,
Like-
I cannot believe how wrong I was, and I'm totally down to admit how wrong I was. But here's the best part is I used to play in this skate punk band, and one of the other dudes came to he would like write full songs with like a drum machine program track or whatever, and like guitars or whatever, and just here's a thing I wrote, let's make it into a song. This fucking song he totally ripped off, and I didn't know it. Dude, did not know it until 3 weeks ago.
we're gonna need him to record a response. You got to pop it onto the end of this episode.
Oh, I will send it to you guys. And he's a very talented dude, not like someone who straight up rips things, but it was like when he first joined, our band already existed and he kind of joined. I don't know if it was just like, here, maybe this will work for you guys. Here's something I could write. And he was just kind of getting his foot in the door or what, but dude, it is a straight up rip of this fucking song.
That's incredible.
That's kind of cool.
And I won't call him out on it because it's been fucking 15 years.
Mhm.
But
You won't call him out on it after giving a full diatribe in public about it?
Well, hey, he probably won't listen to this.
Fair enough.
But there's no way he doesn't know that he ripped that fucking song. And shame on any of my bandmates that might have known, because no one's ever said anything. And I'll send you guys a link after this. And yeah, it's uncanny.
Kind of great. All right. So we're back around to me, and it sounds like David could have used two. I said that all wrong, but whatever. I'm going with Cut the Tension.
Mm.
Hell
No.
yeah.
No.
We'll take a 2 there. That's all right.
That is the 4th time someone has mentioned the song I'm listening to, by the way.
Oh, wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it happens often, but never that, like, consistently.
Wow. All right, we'll take that 2. John.
All right, I'm looking at this, and we haven't done anything from background yet, so let's see if we can throw something out there. How about Pieces?
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
Yeah, that one's going to be tough.
No.
There's one tune that I think could have made it, but I didn't go with it. No, I didn't.
But the remix really helped it. Like, that's not a record I've gone back to a lot, but listening to that, remixed, remastered version made a lot of difference.
100%. I remember being so confused about why there was a bad version of it on disc 2. Then I found out, like, only in the last, like, maybe 10 years that's the original mix of it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have 8 left. So we've still got a couple rounds in us, I think. Chris?
I feel like there's been a shockingly low amount of Hello Bastards. Am I wrong? That made it through?
Well, 3 are already in. And
okay, all I'm gonna do, I'll
3.
do one. I guess it was more than I thought, but I'm gonna go with Anchor.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes.
Hey.
Cool.
I'm the hard ass now.
Yeah, listen to you.
The tables have turned.
Got a little bass in your voice.
Yeah, for once in my life. Well, it's back to normal. Sorry, guys.
All right, we'll take that 3, though. Those, 3s are holding on for dear life. Although, at this point, John holds the final say, so those 2s are very much alive.
I don't think it's going to last. We've still got a lot to go.
Yeah. All right, David.
Okay, let's what if we did Francie Nolan?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. I love hearing a yes, absolutely, even if I don't have it.
I got it.
Okay.
That's 3.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
That's a fucking classic.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's got the like sweet low vocal harmonies.
Yeah, like I think that like Ari really doesn't get credit for his contribution to the sound of this band. He's incredibly consistent. Did I ask, like, Justin, didn't I say, like, let us know when you start understanding what he's saying?
Yeah.
Did it ever come?
I don't know that it ever did. I think it might now that they're probably going to be in the rotation, but
okay, yeah.
It didn't in the time.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's like when you listen to like a screaming vocal long enough that you start discerning the syllables, you know what I mean? It's definitely its own creature, but
it's like watching Squidbillies, like
wait a minute. What? Break that down.
You eventually speak the language, It's not as bad. It's not as unintelligible as Squidbillies, but
it's the Letterkenny of Squidbillies of punk rock. Yeah, I understand.
Nice. All right, we're back around to me. How about How We Are?
No,
I do not.
I wish I could save you, but that was number 21.
All right,
It's a good tune.
into the bin it goes. Bummer. All right, John.
How we are. All right, let's go. This is another one of my favorite Lifetime songs, and it has the best dance break, probably of any hardcore song. Irony is for Suckers.
Oh,
Yup.
oh.
Did not make mine, but it came very close.
Ooh.
I mean, we'll take that too, but
We got some real tough
Yikes.
hombres in this show, man.
No kidding. You guys don't like to dance? What's up?
Yeah, what happened?
I mean,
What a bunch of nerds.
if you want to know the truth, no, I don't. But all right.
I want you to lie to me always, Justin. I'll do the last one that could have been a windmill slam, but it's been not consistent. I'm gonna go with 25-cent giraffes.
Oh,
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
no. I don't know.
Love that one.
I have no answer for that. So
well, you said no. That's your answer.
yeah. Unfortunately.
I love at the end of that when Ari he goes a little out of his vocal range. You know, he's kind of hitting this high note and he hits it, but I like the fact that he kind of doesn't hit it, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's like, fuck yeah, dude. You're going for it and it's working, you know. Yeah, dude. It's he's really going for it and he hits it. It's like if he was going to slam dunk the ball, doesn't quite reach the rim, but he tips it in. I mean, it's
Yeah,
fucking
like-
good.
Yeah, his fingies is up there. You know what I mean?
Not that he's incapable of others. I mean, he's great. It's, you know, everybody's got a range,
Yeah.
and he
You know what?
tried.
It's horseshoes and hand grenades and hardcore, babe. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, David.
All right, I'm gonna go towards something that we'll see. We'll see if it's a slam dunk. It might not be. Might be another tip in. What about Airport Monday Morning?
Yes, sir.
yep.
No.
Yeah. All these threes. I mean, I didn't see a bunch of threes coming. I had a feeling we were gonna hit some twos and maybe some bends, but I didn't see all these threes coming. All right. I think maybe this will be our last because I'll have 4 after this round. I think this will be our last one.
I'm down to 2.
Oh, nice.
Wow, I still got 7.
I'm at 5, so I'm in between you guys.
How about All Night Long?
Yeah, I've got it.
Hey,
Nope.
No.
2 is better than 1. All right, John?
All right. How about Issei Aldi Beausoleil? If I'm going to butcher
no.
that pronunciation.
No.
Great song.
I was trying to come up with a funny response. I was just baffled.
Yeah.
No connection to Bobby Beausoleil, I'm assuming.
Who
I
knows?
think he was one of
See,
the
that's the kind of gold I couldn't pull out, you know?
I think one of the Manson family guys, right? Bobby Beausoleil.
Wow. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, anyway. Wikipedia later.
Guess
Yeah.
I'm just not family oriented enough, babe. So I don't know. I only have 2 left, so I'm up, right?
Yes, sir.
Am I the host of this show? No. Let's do Bobby Truck Tricks.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
John leaves us teetering. Just yes.
Oh.
Justin, did you have it?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was that noise.
Oh, is that what that was?
That was just I don't know where it was, but it definitely was like one of the last few cuts for sure. So, all right, David.
Okay. What about Knives, Bats, New Tats?
No.
Nope.
Yep, I had 8 from Hello Bastards, and that's the last one.
All right. So let's see. David and John. So we literally have one last chance at a unanimous. I can talk. I swear.
And I'll be honest with you, it's horseshit because I should have had it ostracized instead.
You know.
So it's all bullshit. The whole episode's a lie.
All right, so here's my last 4, and we'll see if any of this can land. I purposefully left these last because I honestly have no idea. How about Ferret?
No.
Nope.
No.
Star 69?
No.
I like those early ones. Secede?
Nope.
Felt kind
No.
of timely.
No.
And last but not least, Thanks.
Nope.
No.
I feel like Thanks really kind of fit what we were doing here. The other ones were kind of just different. All right. So, John, wow, look at that. We held on.
Yeah.
Your 5 holds out.
Nice.
See if you can't make this conversation greasier.
I think we probably can. How about Souvenir?
It's such a good choice, but no.
Nope.
Old Friend?
Nope.
No.
Oh, all these background songs going in the bin. Haircuts and T-shirts. Going back to
Yes.
the last one.
Oh, look at that. No.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. And my last one is the Verona Kings.
Oh,
Yeah,
Damn.
that was one of my last cuts. But yeah,
Did not make it for me.
that was a cut on the subway home today.
You know, anything about Jersey really is a plus for me for some reason. I don't know what my love affair with New Jersey is, but I do be loving Jersey stuff. All right. So you got one left, right, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna make people groan with it. I put Try and Stay Awake because I know that it's a total ripoff of a pop punk song that I can't figure out, and I was hoping someone could tell me and escape me from my brain maze.
Brain maze. That's great.
So I have it. It's a great song that I like a lot, but I'm ashamed of the fact that I cut some songs for it.
Hey, you're a human, okay?
Yeah.
I
You have
mean, you know,
feelings
I'm just
sometimes.
a man. I'm just a man, you know, like
Maybe we can dissect it on after the fact and figure out
There
what
you
that
go.
is. All right. And just for funsies, David.
I've only got one left, and that's Spiders in a Garden. So
Ah.
that's it.
All right, let's do the math here and see how much we covered, because we covered a lot. We also got an S ton of 3s. That's crazy.
We covered 38 songs, it looks like.
Yeah, 38 out of 56. That's pretty solid. That is, and pretty much all of Hello Bastards, but 3 songs. Only 1 song from Jersey's Best Dancers did not come up, The Truth About Lars. And 2
that's awesome.
And 2 songs from the newer effort, Yeem's Song for Nothing and Song for Mel did not come up. All right, so 5-3 unanimously, which means John has won the final say. Somewhere in the swamps of Jersey, Danurism, Turnpike Gates, Neutral Territory, and Rodeo Clown are already in. Let's see what these 3s are. Wow. 15 of them, I think. Or no, there's a bunch of 2s. So,
10, it looks like. 10 threes.
yeah. Northbound Breakdown. It's Not Funny Anymore. Theme song for a New Brunswick basement show. Young, Loud, and Scotty. Just a Quiet Evening. Anchor. Francie Nolan. 25-cent Giraffes. Airport Monday Morning. And Bobby Truck Tricks. So I'm gonna go to you, Chris, because since John has the final say. And is there anything there that's kind of jumping out that
Yeah.
should have gone
For
in?
me, it's got to be like if I was going to pick one, I'd be tossed up between 25 Cent Giraffes and Anchor.
All right. How do you feel about those two, David? Is there one you would choose over the other?
I would choose 25 Cent Giraffes.
All right.
But I mean, either one's great, you know. Anchor could have made it, but 25 Cent Giraffes probably, if we're choosing between those two.
All right, so I'm the odd man out there. Like I have no problem putting that one through to get us up to 6.
And Rodeo Clown went through, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed that.
For the
in my
record,
notes.
I would have gone with 25 Cent Giraffes too. Like that's
There, I got no problem with it. Yeah.
I was the only one not on that. All right, so is there a song that, and we won't take out Anchor yet.
I also want to shout out Hey Katrina because I think it should be here, but it's not. You mentioned it before, Justin.
I did. I had it.
Very
as
catchy.
The only one.
Yeah.
The only one who had it. Is there a song
It's
jumping?
so weird.
Is there a song jumping out at you, David?
Well, ostrich size probably.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we can lay down some of these 3s to bring in a 2. I mean,
if we're talking 2s, I don't know. The 3s are like pretty smoking.
I would say let's eliminate It's Not Fun Anymore. I mean, it is great, but we don't need a cover on this list.
Yeah.
There's plenty of good
fine
songs
with that.
without it.
Yeah.
okay. I'm with that.
Did we talk about Brunswick Basement Show at all?
I was actually just going to say that one because I know that was, if it wasn't 21, it was like 22, 23. Like it was very, very late. So if everybody's on board with that one.
Oh yeah, I love that song
For sure.
All right.
And Francie Nolan too is the other one jumping out at me.
Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with a Business Unlimited smartphone plan. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second internet plan with savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
You're the perfect blend of elegance and style, and your ride should be no different. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid meets all your needs, from business to brunch and everywhere in between. With head-turning details like a sleek front end, plus stylish interior, and an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and seamless tech integration. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid.
All the ones I was not on. This is just Justin. You were wrong.
No,
I'm okay with that too.
you just weren't there, man. That's it.
Just
you know?
wasn't there. Does that take us up
Yeah.
to 8? All right. So, is there? All right. Let's see. What do we got? Northbound Breakdown. Young.
So wait,
yeah.
sorry, I got which one? Which other one did we put in?
Let's see. 25
I
Cent
got 25
Giraffes.
Cent Giraffes and theme song. Is there? Did we put in an eighth one?
Francie Nolan.
Okay.
All right. So we're going up to number 9 here, and what do we got? Northbound Breakdown. Young, Loud, and Scotty. Just a Quiet Evening. Anchor. Airport. Monday Morning. Bobby. Truck Tricks. Do we care about representation? Because we got 3 from Hello Bastards, 4 from Jersey's Best Dancers. We've got nothing from the newer record. Should we have one?
Did nothing make it?
We have stuff that's
Not yet.
still live, but nothing's in.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Northbound Breakdown, Just a Quiet Evening, and Airport Monday Morning. And just those 3.
I mean, Northbound Breakdown is the most popular.
Is there?
I think I prefer Airport, but
I mean, I guess that that begs the question: do we need to do that? I mean, we
No.
can do whatever we want here. Like we don't have to pick one off the newer record if we don't want, but I just had to ask. Is it best available or is it representation that we want to go with, David?
No, their number one tracks are. I mean, we've picked a number one from every single release.
Yeah,
if we're counting the comp and the singles with the early album as a full album. I mean, that would give us Northbound Breakdown as the final number one track. Not that is criteria, but they are really good at opening tracks.
What do you think, John?
I mean, I think it would be worthwhile to have something from that record because, like Chris said, it's aged better than I think a lot of people thought it would at the time. So I think it would be worth it to, seriously consider throwing something from it on there. I mean, I was the only one out on Northbound Breakdown. You guys seem to be really into it.
My only problem is like that song's great. Like one of, amazing. Like I hope you're all in your car right now singing this shit so loud. Like I truly do. But I'm looking at some of these threes and like they are classic songs that need to be on. That's all.
Yeah, we're running out of space.
It's like Justin, you said like representation or best available. The best available is just so best.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm asking because we can do whatever we want. is what I'm saying.
But do we need Anchor? Do we need Young, Loud, and Scotty? We have 25 Cent Giraffes, we have Rodeo Clown, we have Danurism, we have Turnpike Gates. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, if you're asking me, and like granted, I have the final say, so you guys do what you want. That's how that goes. But I would say throw a Northbound Breakdown.
I mean, it is worth noting that the band came back with something that sounded different enough that people didn't think it was going to sit well, but then upon revisiting it, it's like, oh no, this is pretty great. So,
well, I can tell you too, I'm not going to pick something from it. So if you want something from it on there, now's your chance.
Yeah. So I mean,
I guess it could legitimately get someone into the band that wouldn't be into it without it on there. That's another argument.
Totally. Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
All right.
We're Hammond and Hahn. Let's quit the Hammond and the Hahn,
So we're taking Northbound Breakdown?
Yeah, we don't want to do Quiet Evening because I want people to know that my old band didn't rip off Lifetime.
Keep that on the Don't let that get out.
Yeah, nobody needs to know. All right, so Northbound Breakdown is our number 9, and John, that brings us to your final say. Of course, there's all these 3s available. There's 2s available. There's ones that went into the bin, but you know the deal. You can pick wherever you want.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's no question. It's Irony is for Suckers.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
All right, let's get that one. Grab that XX and reshuffle the deck, and then turn the heat up. Even though it's really warm in my house right now because it was really cold outside today. All right. Somewhere in the Swamps of Jersey, Danurism, Turnpike Gates, Neutral Territory, Rodeo Clown, 25 Cent Giraffes, theme song for a New Brunswick basement show, Francie Nolan, Northbound Breakdown, Irony is for Suckers. John, of those 10, which one's the one?
I think it's Rodeo Clown.
Ooh. What do you think, Chris? This is your time to shine.
I would be between Turnpike Gates and Rodeo Clown. I think Rodeo Clown is perfectly good choice. I think it's a great choice.
Just the way it opens with that guitar lead, just like I'm hooked immediately.
Yeah. No, I got no problem with it. I think it's 6 of 1, half dozen.
What do you think, David? Rodeo Clown or Turnpike Gates or something else?
I think I'm in the Chris camp here, where it could have been either. I will gladly go with Rodeo Clown. It's an amazing song.
I do feel like there is something to like the brevity of our choices here. So let's stick with Rodeo Clown. That way we're not, as Chris so put it, hemming and hawing. So
I knew you were gonna do that.
Rodeo Clown is our number one. Somewhere in the Swamps of Jersey, Danerism, Turnpike Gates, Neutral Territory, 25-Cent Giraffes, theme song for our New Brunswick Basement Show, Francie Nolan, Northbound Breakdown, and Irony is for Suckers. Rounds out our 10. Let's let Rodeo Clown get a moment in the sun.
Boy, that is a list.
Every time I turn up
bangers up and down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That was the right choice, fellas. That was definitely the right choice.
Oh, you listen to Rodeo Clown?
Well, you know, I at the end when I say, you know, give it a moment in the sun, that I turn it up there, and so it's in my cans. So I'm getting to listen to it for a second, and you know, it just hits you the right way. It's like, yeah, we did good there. So since we did so good, we're a podcast. You can let us know how good we did by giving us 5 stars on any podcast platform. If you're listening on Spotify, you can leave a little comment. I can comment back. It's cool. But if you're going to do that, 5 stars, again, as mentioned. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, which apparently most of you are, a 5-star review would go a long way in helping us in the algorithm. Would appreciate that. If you would like to help monetarily, hey, you guys did such a great job on the Lifetime episode. I'd like to give you $1. Patreon.com/ohhijustin is how you do that. And it gets you deprogrammed before the rest of the world. It gets you the after the fact conversation that we're about to have. Might have something to do with a 44-year-old man flying for the first time. Who knows? We could talk about anything. But that'll happen immediately, and it goes immediately to the Patreon. The ever so occasional Oh Hi Justins, unfortunately, I just haven't made a lot of time for those lately. Other things happen there. It also gets you access to certain channels in our Discord and an automatic invite into our Discord server, the Legion of Stupid Discord. If you want to join the server but don't want to, pay the $1, that's cool. Just search the Legion of Stupid and join the server. Come say hi. In there, you can sign up for an episode if you want to. You can talk about episodes. There is a music league. There's actually several music leagues going on right now. You can also help us grow a tree, count. There's all sorts of stuff happening in the Legion of Stupid Discord. Come hang out and say hi. As mentioned, we're a podcast. We mentioned, subscribing, rating, commenting. All those things are helpful, but sharing is caring. And if you tell somebody that you listen to the show, that's like the absolute best way you can help. Hey, I listen to Deprogrammed. You should too. And with that, Lifetime, learn and love people. We'll see you next week. Bye.